Hey everybody, Tammy here, and I wanted to do a quick overview of Google Forms for quizzes. Just some things I wanted to point out that I think are important. First of all, when you make a form or a quiz, please put the first question to be their name. And what I usually try to do is last name and then a separate question for first name, because that will allow you in the spreadsheet responses to be able to sort. So please make sure you put your the student name that they have to put in there. Also, just FYI, this is a form that I helped our third grade teachers with. I made a drop down question for their teacher because all of the teachers are using the same form. And so I made a drop down, and I'll come back to that in just a second. And then they had their questions here. And then I added a little question at the end, just how are you doing today, just to make it um, just a little bit more interesting. And it's been fun seeing some of those answers. I'm seeing a lot of I'm loving this and still learning. So that's really good. That makes me happy. All right. So, first of all, a big thing is whenever you do a form and you are providing the link to it, um, so you're trying to get that link, you do not capture this link up here. This link is to the editing mode of the form, which is for the teacher only. This is not what the students are doing. So to get the link to provide to the kids for completion of the form, you need to click on send and then go to the link right here. This is the link. You can actually shorten it. And so you can copy that link, just hit copy right there. And so that's the link that goes to the students that allows them to complete the form. If you give them the URL that was up here, then they're in the edit mode. And since they probably don't have access to it, they're seeing something weird. So just make sure this is for forms only, that the links are not in the URL, but in it's not in the share either. It is actual send button. And so that's where you're going to find it. You can email it here too, or get the embed code right there. So that's the big thing, is the form link needs to be found in the send button. Also make sure that you check out the settings. If you want to restrict to just Wills Point ISD, because that just makes sure that they are in our domain. You can actually also collect email addresses automatically. So if they're logged into their account, then that email address should pop up. Do you want them to edit after they submit? Probably not if it's a quiz. Do you want them to see a summary chart and text responses? I don't know. That's up to you. Presentation, this is when you can add a little personal thing, message after they have submitted. And you can check these things too. And then if you're making it a quiz, this is where you would do that. You click on make it a quiz. Immediately after each submission, they get the grade, or later after you reviewed it. Can they see this after they're done? So just make sure you go through all the settings to make sure it's exactly how you want it. And then note that the new forms allows you to see the responses here. But if you go to spreadsheets, and this might be enough. If it's just you and some of your kids doing this might be enough to see it this way. But if you look at the spreadsheet, and if you have not, it doesn't automatically make it until you click on that. And so it will create it. And I just wanted to show you what we're able to do. I'm going to get rid of the drawing tools here. So you're able to see these are all the responses so far, but I actually created a tab on the bottom for each of the teachers that are using this form, and I even color coded it. But I put in a little formula that allows for just that teacher. Remember that drop down question on which teacher is yours. They choose that teacher. And then this is automatically the formula I put in this one right here. This query formula is going to automatically put in that tab if they chose Miss Dobson or if they chose Mr. Hawkins. So it's going to show them up. So it's easy for them, the teachers, then to go in and see their specific students. So hopefully that's a big help. But it's that one right there. I can share that with you if you are interested in doing that, if you have multiple teachers using the same form. we can split it up like that to where you see all the responses here. But if you click on a particular teacher, then it's all the people that chose that particular student, just automatically does that. So just wanted to point that out. And think that is pretty much it. Again, if you do make it a quiz, then you will click on each question, and if there's an answer choice, then you would click on answer key and provide that answer, the right answer, so it can grade it for you. You can also put points in. So obviously I have 0 points for name, but there's 14 points for this one, and the right answer is chosen when I clicked on answer key. Also make sure if you want something required that you click that on too. I'm not going to go any further into Google Forms right now. I didn't want this to be